Hey folks, it's Mike from Techaholica here, and I want to share this MyVegas app. Now, a lot of my friends had played this game before, and they told me that it actually worked. But I've been playing for a couple of months, and I didn't want to make a video until I was sure that it actually paid off. And the way it works is, the more you play the game, the more rewards you earn, and you cash those rewards in for real prizes in Vegas. And so I just got back from Vegas, and I used my rewards to get a couple of buffet tickets, some drink passes, access to a bar, and I probably saved myself well over $100 playing this game. This game costs no money to play whatsoever. You earn money by just basically just playing the game. So I want to share with you how to get started, how to earn money, and how to basically optimize your playing experience so that you get the most rewards. So to start off with, go to the MyVegas app page right here, and you're going to want to install the app and also make sure you like the page. Once you like the page, you also get additional bonuses. After you install the game, you can come back here and start clicking on the various links that they have here, and these will give you free money, that you can use to play the game. So you definitely want to join up on this page and like it. Another page, another group that you want to join is this one right here. It's called the MyVegas gift guides and giveaways, and this is also where you can find lots of friends that you could add. And basically anyone in this group is open for you to add them to the group, so you can just go on the members list, run through the list, and just start adding people. This game will spam your wall and your friends quite a bit, so if you have a second Facebook account, go ahead and use that one, or go ahead and create a second Facebook account. A lot of people have a different Facebook account for just their friends or just the games they play, and you're going to want to make sure you take advantage or use that account. If you use your main account, you can do that, but you will be spamming your friends a whole bunch. You'll probably get a lot of people pissed off. And don't worry about it being your real name, because when you cash in your rewards, you get to specify the name, who you're cashing the reward in for, so it doesn't have to match your Facebook name. Also, if you have a smartphone, you could also install the MyVegas app on your smartphone, and you could basically earn double rewards while you're playing. So, and another thing to do is, once you get the app installed, is basically just do a search for people named MyVegas. A lot of people create accounts and they put the MyVegas as their name, and these are the people you want to add to your group. As you can see here, that I've added so many people that I'm sure I'm on people's list as mutual friends, friends you may also know, and so people are clicking on me to add me. And so right now I have 74 requests coming in, and I have a couple thousand friends. And you really want to have a lot of friends, because when you go to your wall, it's gonna be full of your friends sharing their rewards and other prizes that they've got. So if you just go down your wall, you could just start clicking on these links that they're here, and I like to hold control and then just like open up new tabs for each of these. If you hold control and left click, you'll open up the link in a new tab. What makes it easy just to scroll down and do this kind of stuff. And then as you, oh, these are all Farmville. Man, I got the wrong friend on my list. Yeah, so you get that a lot. You get people who play multiple games, and so you can get people who are playing not the MyVegas game. So you just gotta watch out for that. So let me scroll down and try to find. So here's the MyVegas ones. So click on these, all the MyVegas ones. See, it says collect 101 free chips. Now, not every time you click are you gonna get something. So that's why I try to click quite a few of these. It's just easy money. And these 50 chips, these aren't the rewards that you're actually gonna cash in. These are the chips you use to play the game, which earn you the rewards, which I'll show you later. So you can see here that on a lot of these I was too late to click on them. This one I won some money, or received some money actually, and that's how you can go and get money. So you join the groups, you click on the links in the groups, you make lots of friends, you click on the links for your friends, and then you earn chips. And then once you earn those chips, you can go through and start playing the game. So now that we have some chips, let's get one more. So got that one. So now we can say play now, and this will load up the game. And if you have the app on your phone, I'll show you in a second. But you basically have a different pool of money that you're using. So you can see here these red chips. These are the chips you use to play the games. And when you play on your phone, you have purple chips. So even though you may be out of money on the app here, on your phone you will have purple chips that you can still play, and they both earn these gold reward points. And these gold points are the ones you use to cash in. So you use two different pools of money to play the games, but they all go into one pool to cash in your rewards. So you really want to get that app on your phone. So you can see here, um, when you first start the game, you get your various bonuses and whatnot. You have lots of things to click through. So here, even because I have all these friends, I get a bonus for that. You didn't see it, but I had a spin. Basically, every day that you sign in, you get a wheel that spins and it'll give you a random amount of money. So this time I landed on 2,000 chips. So then here it adds up 2,000 plus my 500% from my friends, plus the fact that I like the page, I get a little bit bonus, and now here's the money I get to play with now. And here it says share with your friends. You really want to share everything with your friends. The more you share, the more other people get. The more they get, the more they share back to you, and everyone earns more money that way. So I click my bonus here. I'm going to share. Yes, I want to share. See, here's the collect 101 free chips. Those are all the things that are shown on my wall. So you want to share those so they get money too. Gifts. These are ways to send and receive money to your friends. Neighborhood requests. I'm not even actually sure what this is, but go ahead and click accept and send all. I think this makes it so people can walk around in your area here, but it doesn't really make much of a difference. I say every time you get something that says you want to share, go ahead and do that. And you can see here that I got some red chips, but I also got some of the gold ones too. So right off the bat, I got points I could use towards my MyVegas rewards. In case you're wondering, MyVegas is sponsored by the MGM Grand, so everything you get is going to be used towards one of the MGM Grand casinos. And you're going to need to sign up for an M Life account, which is their rewards or player account thing, you know. So once you get your rewards, you're going to need to set up an M Life account, which is free. You associate your rewards with your M Life account. You go to MGM, cash in your things, and then they'll give you your coupons and whatnot. You can see here that you can buy more chips if you want. You know, it's really cheap to get a lot of chips, but I really don't see any reason to ever do this. If you want to, you know, if you're in a pinch and you really need some extra chips, then sure, go ahead. I'm not going to judge you, but you really never need to do this if you're playing consistently. So go ahead and X out of this. Every I think week maybe, or maybe a little bit longer than that, they have these rewards, these various puzzles that happens, and basically the only thing you need to do is just keep playing. The more you play, you know, the more, in this case, puzzle pieces that you're going to get. The more puzzle pieces, the more rewards you get. So the longer you play, the more rewards you get, the more money you get, which means the more reward points you get. That's basically all this is. There's no game or anything you need to do. You basically just got to keep on rolling. Exit out of that. And so now we're into the where you can actually choose which slot machine game you want to play. But first, before I do that, I want to exit out of this and I'll show you this. So this is my street, my neighborhood area. You can see these icons here that says click to collect. So the more that you play, you're gonna earn these. They're like V symbols for, like, you know, MyVegas, and those symbols will go towards building these various casinos. So you can see right now that I have quite a bit of them now. So what you really want to do is keep on playing. So now when I clicked it and I got some red coins. These are all on different timers. So some of these would be like, you know, 10 minutes you can come back and click, and some are an hour or whatever. I got 100 red coins there. So before you play, you want to come in here and click on these. And even if you're not going to be playing, you want to check in here every, like, I don't know, hour or so and collect your free money. It's all free money, so you must come in here. And also the cool thing is that you see it has red and gold chips, so you have a chance of earning the rewards points right through here. So it's really worth it to come in here every hour and at least collect your money, even if you're not going to be playing any games. But like I say, when you first start off, you're not going to have any of these casinos. You're going to have just a couple of things over here, and that's the more you play, you can build your casinos. The more casinos you build, the more money you can play with. The more money you play with, the faster you earn rewards. So it really escalates, and it's all about just getting more spins in at slot machines. So let's go through and collect all these. Also, if you ever come in here and you click on one and you don't see the little coin spinning down here and it goes to full and nothing happens, just refresh your browser. I don't know why that happens, but it happens to me quite a bit. And usually on the second time it'll actually let you collect your rewards. But don't just sit here and watch and wait, because nothing will ever happen. Just refresh your browser, come back through and click on these various rewards. Alright, so now that I have some extra money to play with, you can see up here I'm at the 80,000. These are the, as you say here, my game chip balance. These are the money I'm going to use to play my slots. And then once again, these gold ones are the loyalty points. Those are the ones that I earn when I'm playing the game. I guess real fast, if you want to, we could look at the rewards. See a lot of really cool stuff. So if you have a particular hotel you're interested in, so I want to go MGM Grand, you can click on this and it'll tell you everything you need to buy. And you can see it right here off the bat, you know, for only 5,000 points, I could already earn a standard companion ticket to go watch Cause. So right off the bat, you know, this probably take you a week to earn. So it's very, very simple. Um, I've seen people say that if you're playing pretty regularly, you should be earning 60,000 to 100,000 a month. So that'll let you know what kind of prizes you want to go for. So say you have, you know, you're a month or two out, then you might be trying to, you know, earn your way towards some of these bigger prizes. And a lot of these are really cool. 2 dinner buffet tickets. You can earn room passes. A lot of times they have featured items, which would be, you know, anything that something they're just offering that week. So once you get your points, and you have enough points, you might want to hold off on buying something until you get closer to the time that you're going to go, because there might be a featured item that they only have for that 1 week. And so, you know, keep an eye on the rewards, because there might be stuff that you want to get. I think all the rewards, you have like 30 days to cash them in. So once you're a month out, you can start buying your stuff. Um, so those are those. Let's go to actually the games. So here are the games. Now when you first start off, you're only going to have a couple of games, I think. So like this Excalibur game, we'll play that one. It'll load up. Now this one has a lot of mini games. So there's a lot of stuff going on. So what you want to do is set your bet line. Right now I have a ton of money, so I can bet a lot. But when you're at a low level, you're probably going to start with something like this. You know, just 60. And then you press play and you spin. You see here I'm level 74. When you first start off, you're not going to have this auto spin, or you might have like 10. As you level up, you're going to earn more auto spins. And what that means is that if I say 10, it's going to spin 10 times for me and just go automatically, which is what you want. You want to earn your way up to these higher ones where you could spin for 100 or 500 times. But just because you earn those points or those auto spins doesn't mean you can just let this thing run all day and not do anything with it, because eventually you're going to run to mini games, or it's going to ask you to share something, or it's going to ask you to do something, so that you have to keep an eye, so that you have to come back and click on something. And it does that because it doesn't want you to just sit here, you know, click 500 spins and go away for half an hour and come back and click it again and go away. You know, they want you to sit here and do it. But if you have, you know, a computer with multiple monitors, or you have a laptop in your living room or your kitchen, it's really easy just to kind of babysit this guy and every now and then click it and run. Or if you know, if you're lucky enough at work to have some downtime, you could just have this on the side computer, as long as you don't get in trouble with your boss or anything. So it's really easy to just let this guy run. You can see here that I'm earning money here. Now keep in mind that it doesn't matter how much money I actually earn. If I hit a jackpot on this, it makes no difference whatsoever. All that is doing is giving me more money to play with. You can see here, this is my loyalty point progress meter, and it's going up pretty slow because I'm only betting 60. Now if I bet something like, let's move on up to 150, let's do our auto spins. Now you can see it's actually climbing a lot faster. But there is, you know, say if you're betting 60 and 150, you think that it's over double. I should be earning rewards twice as fast, but it doesn't quite go up that much. It goes up more, you earn rewards faster, but it's not quite, you know, a 1-to-1 ratio. So there is a happy medium somewhere, maybe I think around like 100, and when you first start out, maybe around 100 chips that you want to bet, that'll give you the optimal number of chips played versus rewards. But if you have a lot of money like this, then you might as well just bet more money, because you'll earn money faster. You may not be optimal, as in you're not going to earn the same amount of money per spin, but you will earn more money. So play with whatever gives you, that lets you keep rolling. If you're betting like you know 10,000, then that'd be really bad, because that'll only give me like 8 spins, and once I lose all that, then I have to start all over again. You know. So you don't want to do that. You want to do something that lets you keep spinning and spinning, because the whole idea of this game is to keep doing spins. You can see here that I got a big hit, so here it's gonna make me click OK. Once again, you want to share with your friends. That'll bring up a little share icon. You click that, and then you keep on spinning. It'll continue. And that's one of those things, like I said, that it really makes you come back here and check on your game, because you can't just roll 100 consecutive spins without anything happening. And here you go. Here's the one of the mini games. It's another thing that it does, that it'll throw these mini games out there, so you can't just spin endlessly. And then there we go. Did I win? Oh no, I lost. Okay, so I didn't win a bonus there. But anyways, this is one of the first games you get. I'm going to stop this one, and then let's go to, let's see what other games we have. Okay, here's some gifts I get to send my friends. So I'll send these things out, and it says you'll get 50 chips for every friend that accepts your gift. So this is, once again, you're sharing with your friends. Click out of that. I don't want to buy anything. Let's go to our game. So this game, it's alright, but if you really want to play and not have to babysit so much, there are a lot of mini games that happen with this one. The game that most people say to go play once you earn it is this Lucky Birds. This one's really nice because the mini game is really short. So for the most part, you're just gonna keep spinning and spinning. I'll do 50 for this one. 50 lines. That's 1,000 bets. So this one, so you can see how fast it's spinning. It goes through really fast. There's some of the puzzle pieces I got. So, you just randomly get these kind of things. It'll pop up, and once you earn enough puzzle pieces, you'll get 5,000 chips. So let that keep going. Also, this is where you get those V's. You'll see the V's in here, and those V's would go towards building your casinos. So, like I said, the idea is just to keep on spinning. Here the V's are here. So the idea is to keep on spinning. It doesn't really matter how much you actually win. It's how many spins you get in. The more spins you get, the more V's you earn, the more puzzle pieces you get, the more rewards points you get. So, make sure your bets match the amount of money you have in reserve, because you don't want to ever run out of money, because then you're not doing anything. You're not earning anything once you run out of money. So I'll wait for the mini game to show up here. So this one's pretty simple. I have no idea actually how to actually win money on this thing. I don't know what these lines mean or what equals what, but it doesn't really matter. You're not really, making any decisions here. You're just letting it spin for you. Come on, man. Where are my bonuses? I think the idea for this one is to get birds, which actually increase your bonus jackpot. So here you go. I got a big win. Good for me. It means I get to keep rolling more. And if I want to, now that I have a pretty good stack here, I could, maybe upgrade my bet a little bit so I earn some more money. But sometimes I get greedy and I'll earn too much, or I'll bet too much and I'll lose it all. But like I say, it's really easy to go and earn more money. So you just go back to the Facebook group, you go back to your other groups, you go to your wall, you click on those things, you go to your hotel, and pretty soon you'll be back to where you started from. So, once you have enough hotels and you have enough friends and everything to support playing at a high level like this, then it's okay to be a little more, to risk a little bit more. Okay, so here's the mini game, and all it wants you to do is click on eggs, and so it's really fast. It's just to click eggs, 5 eggs. So click on 5 eggs. It doesn't really make a difference. Just click them, and then you're back into the game again. So 15 seconds it takes to do this thing, and then you're back into auto spinning, which is why I really like this game, because you could it's really easy to set this one aside, and whenever you see the eggs pop up, you go click them real fast, and then you're back into spinning again. So like I said, also once you level up, you get more of these spins, and so once you're at at the 100 level, maybe the 200 level, then you could play this thing all day with only having to touch the computer a couple times every half hour or hour or whatever. So let's go look at one other game. I like this one a lot too. This Real Chef. This one is nice because it goes really fast like the other ones. There's only one mini game, but the mini games come around a lot slower, but the mini game takes longer to play than the Lucky Bird one. So it's up to you which one you want to play. So this one takes a long time. What you're doing is you're building up these stars. Once you get a star and you get to this level here, you have a mini game. The mini game would take like a minute to play or more. So it takes a little bit longer than the Lucky Bird, but it takes a whole lot longer to build up to this. So this is a good one I like to put on whenever I'm going to leave my computer. I know for sure I'm going to leave my computer and not do it. So I'll have a run. I have no stars. I put on 100 spins, and maybe I'll hit this in 100 spins. Maybe I won't. But it's a good one to play if I'm gonna just I'm done for the day. I'm just gonna let it run overnight and see how many spins I can get in before and make it holds me up on that game. So really, other than that, there's not much else to this game. Like I said, you really want to just keep on spinning, earning your rewards. You get your rewards, and eventually, when you're ready to cash them in, and you're 30 days out from your trip, you go to the rewards. You cash them in. You get to at the rewards time, you'll get to specify your name and address and your M Life account number. And a blog post which I'll put in the description for this. I'll show you the screenshots of how that looks, so you won't, don't worry about your Facebook name not matching your MyVegas account. They're two separate things. But I do believe that once you associate an account with your M Life account, that you can't say, okay, I'll give one coupon to my mom and one to my sister and one to my friend. I don't think I'll let you do that, but don't quote me on that. If anyone knows for sure, let me know. But I thought it said somewhere that once you associate it, you're done associating. So this Facebook account is now linked to my Vegas account. And okay, here's the mini game. Like I said, this one takes a little bit longer, but all you're doing is clicking the spin button here. You may or may not win money. It's a little bit harder to win money on this one because there's a chance you could lose, but you only earn a small portion. But that's basically all there is to it, guys. So if you have any questions, let me know. I said this does work. My friends have used it. I recently just used it. If you look around online, there's lots of people guides on how to bet optimally and how they used it and what they did. One thing to keep in mind is that not every reward is worth the same amount of money. So for instance, you might have a one buffet ticket for 7,000, and then another reward would be two buffet tickets but it costs 50,000, which is really odd that they would jack the price up that way. So you want to be really careful about what rewards you do. Some one might be a show ticket for 7,000 or a show ticket for 50,000. They're not the reward points they don't have a set dollar amount. So make sure you get the rewards with the highest dollar return. And also, you can only use 3 rewards at a time, which is why something like that 2 buffet ticket one makes sense, because you could buy a 2 buffet ticket pass for 50,000, or you could buy 2 for one at a time for 14,000, but you've used up 2 of your 3 rewards. So you can only use 3 at a time. You have to use them. You can only use them I think 30 days out. For show tickets, though, say you're going to be in Vegas in 3 months, but you've already earned enough points to buy a ticket. Well, you don't need to go to a show in 30 days. You need to buy the ticket within 30 days. So you could use your points to buy that ticket early, call in, and reserve your seat so that you can get a good seat, 2 months out from the show, rather than waiting till 30 days or sooner to buy. So you just need to use the rewards. Now, thanks for like buffets. Obviously, you need to buy that 30 days out so that you could use it, when you get there. But for show tickets, rooms, you could buy those way early, and just after you've cashed in your rewards, make sure within the next 30 days that you use them to book your room or whatever. And that's all there is, folks. So if you have any questions, let me know. If you know for sure if you can use if you could use your rewards for different people but on the same Facebook account, let me know. I'm not quite sure on that. And I guess I'll see you guys later. Bye.